Coming up right now, a mom nearly just breaks down when her toddler gets into something off limits from grandpa.
Also coming up, it's one of the most bizarre interviews with Kanye West. Yeah, can it get more bizarre with him? The unexpected confession he makes about his ex, Kim K.
And later, Justin Bieber's wife does the unthinkable as the former pop star continues down a dark path.
That's Justin Bieber?
Yeah.
Oof, goodness. Daily Flash starts right now.
Get ready for trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. The fun starts right now. This is Daily Flash.
I'm Mitch English. That's the way for me to say, shut up, crew. How about I do it again? Hey, everybody! Hey! I'm
Must
Mitch
be the
English.
money.
Must be, oh, yeah, hey, must be the money. It must be, indeed. Hey, everybody, hope you're having a fantastic morning. We're going to try to make it a better day for you.
Must be the Flash.
Must be the Flash.
Hi.
Hey there, we got James sitting up there
yes.
in the crew. How are you, sweet baby?
I am looking at Kanye and I am amazed by what's about to happen next.
Yeah.
Apparently, with all those Kardashians, he got around too many Ks, which we'll talk about.
Yeah.
Right.
And of course, our buddy to my right is Matt Doolittle.
And guys, you can see all of Sweet Baby James' hijinks on our website at dailyflashshow.com. And, send us your opinion on Kanye. Flash at dailyflashshow.com. We would love to read those.
Yep.
Or our socials, all that good stuff.
It gets to a point, which we'll talk about in a second, just the relevancy of it. It's like when you do stuff too much, people just don't even listen to you anymore. But we'll talk more about that in a second.
So the running clubs apparently are the new dating apps.
Like
Have you heard about that?
like people
like that.
Yeah. Do you like that?
I like that. Yeah.
Some people are saying, you know what, this might be the best way to meet your future Mr. or Mrs. You're going out, you're meeting people in person. You see them in their workout clothes, so you get the whole picture, right? And you're sharing in what would seem to be a common interest if you like to run. Now, if you don't like to run, that's an issue. But you might try a biking club or a walking club or something else that kind of gets you out of your...
Makes sense.
Out from behind a computer screen and... into the real world.
I think it's common interest, number one. If you're going to do anything, you always have that in common at least, and that's interesting. I think that it's also, if you don't want to talk to them, you can go,
yeah, exactly.
And conversations, I imagine, would be shorter because you're trying to control your breathing.
What was that whole dating thing where you'd go around and there were 20 people and you'd have 2 minutes with each one?
Speed dating.
Speed dating, yes,
That's exactly.
Thank you.
That's
so
a very fast speed.
It could be kind of like that, but you're running, your endorphins are going, you're outside, it's
You're
a
sweaty,
good place, you're sweaty.
Chances are that the ladies don't have makeup on.
Right, there you go.
see what they
Again,
look
you
like.
see
In their
what they
natural
look
state.
like. The whole pack in their natural state, yeah.
All right.
So think about
I
that.
know a lot of running clubs, they'll end up at a bar too and drink
Yes.
beer. I don't know. It's interesting to me that they
Believe it
they
or
do
not,
that.
it's hard for men to find women who work out.
To find women that work out?
Really?
Yeah, because what they do, they go to the gym. That's one thing.
Yeah.
But working out's a totally different thing because they have the
That is
camera.
No, not that way. They're in the gym, but most of the time they're on the camera. They're being influencers.
Yeah.
They're not there to.
That's-
So finding a woman that works out that you can do stuff with is hard.
Makes it a lot harder.
Going to the gym to hit on women, your priorities are...
That's
the right
That's
place.
rule number one at the
No,
gym.
man, that's the place you see
No,
her.
that's
She's
rule
all,
number one.
doing her
You don't
thing.
do that.
Squats, you know what I'm saying?
No.
That's you want a
That's a
chick
good way to get
that
kicked
works
out.
out, man. She can't be a biggest.
Who likes to meet their dates at the gym?
I do.
One
I
guy.
will.
No
What's
way.
wrong with you guys?
But that's an interest. That's what he
That's an
has.
interest,
I
yes.
really don't have an interest.
Right.
Obviously, I don't have an interest of going to the gym. I know Maddie goes a lot, but you didn't go there in the purpose of trying to
No,
find
that's
someone.
like an unwritten rule of that, and re-rack your weights. Those are like the two main things to do
Okay.
there.
You wanna
But the
be
running club,
healthy.
would you join a running club?
I would definitely join a running club.
Would you
because
join
I-
a tattoo club to meet a woman? Okay.
No problem.
what he
with
does.
Nick, right?
Something for everybody.
Something for... It takes all
all.
kinds. Let's jump into some trending stories here. There's a mom in the UK totally in shock after finding her one-year-old son eating his grandfather's ashes. The mom says that she's still trying to just process exactly what happened. She says she went upstairs, put away some laundry. When she returned in the living room, her son had covered it with ash, and that's when he realized he was eating her father's cremated remains. The video posted shows the tot crawling around on the sofa covered in Grandpa. She added that the caption, "When your son eats your dad," only moms can type that out, by the way. Doctors told her, just give the kid plenty of water. Don't worry about it. So we'll see. We'll see if what happens.
Do you find it odd that the first thing she goes to is her phone to record the video of her kid covered in ash?
No, not these days.
In this day and age, yes, I could see them doing that sort of thing because, but I would be concerned. Hopefully, this was after you found out the kid was okay, and then she did it.
Oh no, he's still covered in ash.
But he is.
Yeah.
But, you do leave him dirty a little bit longer after you found out. But I think you're right.
It's probably more seasoned in that than in her food.
Well,
Now, if you're wondering why over in England they have bad teeth, maybe it's their diet.
could be.
They're eating people.
Yes.
Soylent Green is
Yes.
delicious.
Beans and toast.
Soylent Green.
Grey.
Beans and toast.
Did it taste like Old Spice?
Probably so.
I just want
Ben Gay too. Yeah.
Oy. Just when you think Kanye could not get any more bizarre, he takes it one step further into cuckoo crazy town. In a recent interview, Kanye explains why he didn't see himself as a father while dating his then girlfriend Kim Kardashian. During the conversation, West wore what looked like an all-black robe with a pointed hood. The 47-year-old said he wasn't into the relationship to have children with Kim K at the time. He thought the two were just dating. They do share, however, 4 children together after 8 years of marriage. They divorced in 2022.
And it is. We were talking about that. It's just what can we do to talk? What can we get back into the news? This is what he's thinking all the time. And I think once you do stuff, and to this point, I mean, is anybody listening to what he has to say? He did it. We don't care what he said, which I'm sure is what he wanted us to do. And I don't care what he said.
To me, it's performance theater.
Perfect.
That's exactly what he's
really
doing.
Crazy then.
Well, yeah, he wants to be. He's being controversial, and that's all it takes.
Yeah.
And I think that his time is over. Again, you do too much, people just don't listen to you. You're like,
that's true.
You need
They
to
tune you out.
Or the wrong
100%.
Yeah.
And the wrong,
Or
possibly.
the wrong people. That's true.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Fans say that Hailey Bieber has unfollowed her husband on Instagram. Yeah. After Justin posted a very bizarre video. In the live stream, Justin appears to sway from side to side with his eyes barely open. Justin then briefly deactivated his account. Now, on that same day, he claimed that someone had unfollowed Hailey on his account. Rumors about their troubles in marriage started to surface back in January, but then the two made a public appearances here and there. Hailey and Justin tied the knot, if you remember, back in September 2018 and welcomed a son in August of last year.
Aww.
And, it is a sign of the times that you break up on social media now. And the things that made him famous is what he goes to make his statements, just as Kanye does. So keep that in mind.
He doesn't look anything like I remember him to look like. And he's somebody who's, granted, grown up in the spotlight his entire life. But I just get a sense that something's changed and there's been a shift in his well-being.
Yeah, because he seemed like when we knew him, when he first started, he was this happy-go-lucky kid, kind of happy, always smiling, flirting with the kid. And now when I see him, I feel the same way. I feel like he's troubled. There's something there. The aura, the energy, which, by the way, we're going to be talking about a little bit later on. But, you see something's going on, and it's sad.
That's why they said that Terrence Howard interview spoke a lot about Justin and what could have happened.
The whole
allegedly happened.
The Diddy or
the Diddy thing and his man card.
And he went through that. He went through that neurological disorder a couple years ago where he wasn't able to perform for a few years and everything because some of his muscles weren't working or something in his face.
Did he have Lyme disease or something?
Yeah, it was something like that. It was Ramsay-Hunt syndrome for a little bit. So he got over that. So that may have had something to do with it too.
It could have been, yeah. You know that something was different. We picked up and we think, well, he's a child star, so it probably turned into something like that.
I remember seeing that documentary that came out about how his rise to fame, and it was incredible about the grassroots attention he gave it. He would perform in shopping malls and at county fairs. I mean, so the Justin Bieber that we knew that hit the height of fame was this megastar, but you don't realize the time and effort he actually put in, ahead of all of that. And he really paid his dues.
Somewhat. But and that's all it takes is one person to see you, and then that's what took off. So
life is really like a box of chocolates. Tom Hanks went viral after making a surprise cameo in his son Chet's new music video. The song titled "You Better Run" saw the 34-year-old 4-year-old Chet dressed as his father's iconic character, Forrest Gump, and as he reenacts scenes from the beloved 1994 Oscar-winning film, the duo end up on the same bench together. The video took an interesting turn when his dad, Tom, appeared on the famous bus stop bench with him. Tom and his son, who've had a very rocky relationship, smile and embrace each other at the very end of the video.
Which is nice to see. I mean, because he was coming out, Chet was saying all kinds of crazy stuff. So it's good to see that. I mean, after all, when it comes to, at the end of the day, this is your son. Support him whatever way you can. Right?
And Tom Hanks' daughter from his first marriage has come out and has been very critical of,
oh, really?
of Tom Hanks, which I didn't even realize he was married before.
I did know that. I didn't know he had a daughter, though.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Interesting.
Checkmate.
All right, we have got more Flash right around the corner. We're going to be talking about the power of self-hypnosis. This is very important. Do not change your channel.
Welcome back to Daily Flash. Did you know that practicing self-hypnosis can help you improve your sleep, can help you lose weight, ease anxiety, and so much more?
Our next guest is clinical hypnotherapist Rene Brent. She's joining us to help us learn more about this fascinating self-help modality. Rene, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
We talk about self-hypnosis all the time. Generally, we
Yes.
think about the affirmations that we give to ourselves. But let's break it down. What is self-hypnosis?
So self-hypnosis is just a change in a brainwave. All hypnosis is self-hypnosis. As a hypnotherapist, I just use the slowing of the brain waves to get access to the subconscious mind.
Okay.
And when you're in there, you can create change. Sometimes in regular therapy, you're fighting up against this critical factor, this critical analytical wall, and it takes a long time to get change. In hypnotherapy, we quiet things down. But I can't make someone change their brain waves. I just guide them, and if they want to, they have to. They quiet it down. Now they have access to what's challenging them, the changes they want to make. By the way, when you said affirmations, if you're upset and you're in fear and you're trying to do a positive affirmation, it's bouncing off that wall.
Yeah.
Right?
Makes sense, yeah.
So you have to sit still. This is my first tip. Sit still, quiet down, relax your jaw. And when you do this, it doesn't take much for this to go down. Now you give yourself these positive affirmation, and now the subconscious mind is creating.
So removing the energy block, that sounds like from what I'm getting from you, meaning like it's stopping you until we can figure out a way to I don't know, work through it or work over it or whatever. But that energy is going to kind of hold you back from actually progressing on until you can kind of get control of it. But it's interesting.
Yeah.
Is there easy ways to actually do some techniques that would help us get through that?
100%. If you sit still, there's 10 times more neurons to your body, to your head. So if you just sit still for a few minutes, your brain waves are going to quiet down, and now you're going to have more access. You're going to feel a little quieter. Now, one of the things we do as human beings is we clench our jaw and we hold our breath, especially when we're trying to suppress.
Okay,
Right?
sure.
We all do it. Everyone goes, yeah, and everyone usually grabs their jaw at the same time. So I'm gonna do this with you guys right now.
All right, let's
Close your eyes for me.
All right, eyes
Just
are closed.
relax your jaw. When you relax your jaw, you're quieting down your nervous system. That vagal nerve that runs from your head to your chest, it's when you clench on it, you're saying fight or flight, elevate, elevate. Soften your tongue. Go ahead and close your eyes for me. Soften your tongue. Now your tongue's directly connected to the language centers of your brain. Now I want you to consciously breathe. Inhale and exhale. And just feel that was this. Open your eyes. What did that feel like?
It felt relaxing.
It does.
I think I'm concentrating on letting my jaw kind of just fall down, which kind of puts you in a sedative kind of feel somewhat, where it's like when you fall asleep, I guess.
It quiets down your nervous system. That's what hypnosis feels like. That when you're going down into sleep and up out of sleep, the alpha and theta brain waves, it's called a natural hypnagogic state. You're in a natural state of being in that state. You're programmable. This wall is down and now you're in the subconscious. So a great thing to do is every morning before you open your eyes, be the boss. Have a team meeting. Tell your subconscious what you need in the morning.
Ooh, I like
and
that.
now you have everyone in line, your subconscious, and then you relax your jaw and you just consciously breathe through the day. You're going to sleep better at night. You're going to make better choices for yourself. You're going to be more connected to yourself. You're going to be more present to your family, to your loved ones. It's really important. There's a high price to pay if you don't quiet down during the day.
Rene, you mentioned fight or flight, and,
Yeah.
and obviously when our systems go into overdrive, into that fight or flight mode, some people suggest that it's hard to kind of get yourself back out of that and get that confidence. Is it true that the brain doesn't really know the difference between what's real and maybe what's imagined? And if we've crossed over that line, how do we get ourselves back?
So great question. So when we cross over, you've missed so many cues ahead of time. Even if your body is tense and a lot of people feel tension or stress or fear in their chest or their gut, if you just relax your jaw and breathe there, that's a great time to do it. You're pulling back the reins, so to speak, on that horse. But if it's going to the barn, you need to walk it out, you need to shake it out. But you know, the subconscious mind always wants to be right, and it always wants to be right now.
Yeah.
So you have to be the boss. So when you're in fight or flight, you have to quiet it down. The trick is not to get so elevated.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you're in fight or flight, words aren't even penetrating. They aren't, because you're just trying to get the heck out of it.
Well, let's talk about those words, the power of words, as well as the things that you say. Imagine it has something to do with that.
What we say to ourselves is really important. I wrote a book because of this, the power of words and worry. It's called Breaking the Worry Agreement, because that worry just creates all this chemistry all day long, and the mind doesn't know the difference between real or imagined. So if you're imagining the worst case scenario, it's like you've just put it on your body and in your life. It's really hard to move forward, right? There's a part of our brain called the amygdala, and according to language, one of its job is just to decide if a word is positive or negative.
Oh, really? Okay.
Wow.
Interesting. That's its job.
That's powerful.
This is how powerful words are.
Yeah.
We must pay attention to how we're speaking to ourselves. So when people are in pain, I say, release the word pain and use the word discomfort, because the word pain feels a lot different in your body than discomfort.
I imagine, like, when you say that, I think, like, those things that we say to ourselves, man, I'm such an idiot. Man, I shouldn't. And we start believing it because we've said it, and we trust ourselves, so we think it makes complete sense.
Never trust your thoughts. They're just thoughts. They're just
that.
thoughts.
Okay,
if you follow your thoughts, then you're doomed. Right?
I have the
craziest thoughts sometimes, because I wrote the book because I used to have a worry brain, right? I used to work in a trauma room, so everything was disaster. Wow. But now I go delete, release it. It's not like you're not going to have thoughts. It's not like you're not going to call yourself an idiot. You're just going to reframe it if you have those thoughts and don't believe it.
Well, I mean, and same thing. If you said, "Oh man, I'm brilliant to do this," I mean, do we believe those things as well? Because generally, we always that negativity thing. We're built that way. If we fill ourselves up with positive, man, I'm such a great person or whatever. Do we?
If you do it in the state, in the subconscious mind, in the
Okay.
morning or through the day when you're sitting quiet, it's really, really powerful. Yeah.
I love that. It's so much we don't know, and so much that you explain so well for us as well. Folks, if you want to find out more information about this, how it really can change your life, all you have to do is first head to our website, or you can just check out Rene Brent Hypnosis.com. That's Rene Brent Hypnosis.
You can do it. You can say it.
Hypnosis. Thank you.
Yes.
I want to put that T at the end of there. You know what? My subconscious did that, not me. I'm blaming it on them.
Don't
Because
trust
I am really good.
Release your thoughts.
I'm really good, and I'm releasing our thoughts.
Release them.
Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. It is Thursday. That means it's time to check in with Tony Toscano to find out what's coming out of Hollywood and straight to your screen, no matter what size you're going to watch it on. With the latest, here's Tony.
Thanks, Mitch. Streaming on Prime is the third and final season of Bosch Legacy.
Just got me wondering, what other secrets does he have?
You really want to know? Bosch has crossed a lot of lines in his long and checkered career.
But murder? You honestly think he would set up a prison hit?
To murder the scumbag who abducted Madeline Bosch.
If it was my daughter, I'd skin him alive.
Justice will be done.
A spin-off of the original series Bosch, Harry Bosch is now making a living as a private investigator 2 years after he quit the LAPD. I chatted with series star Titus Welliver.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, as there is in every season of the show. There's never really one specific thing. Harry's, he's like the plate spinners on the Ed Sullivan Show. There's a lot going on, and his hands are more than full this season. So fans should anticipate something that's going to knock them out.
Bosch Legacy is a gritty and dynamic police show that fuses humor, drama, action, and intrigue into each episode. This series is well worth your time to watch. Again, Bosch Legacy is streaming on Prime and gets an A. It's rated TVMA. In selected theaters is the biodrama Audrey's Children. based on the true life story of pediatric cancer researcher Dr. Audrey Evans.
Hello. Nothing more uplifting than pediatric cancer on a Thursday evening, I have bold ideas. Our standard therapy regimens are simply not aggressive enough to handle such a sinister disease. In fact, I'm actually waiting on results for a revolutionary staging system. Could be a huge breakthrough in cancer research.
Add it to the queue. You'll be able to apply for funding in about a year.
My children don't have a year.
Dr. Audrey Evans battles cynicism, sexism, and the subterfuge of her peers to develop revolutionary treatments impacting millions of children and their families. I chatted with star Natalie Dormer about the role.
The ripple effect of Dr. Audrey and Dan D'Angio's actions revolutionized, and that's not too strong a word, absolutely revolutionized the treatment of neuroblastoma, the most deadly solid tumor in pediatric cancer, and the ramifications for further cancer care in other areas as well. And it's the world is a bit of a scary place right now. The idea that if you just focus on something and you're very specific about what you're trying to achieve and giving back, that it might just be possible that you can move the needle a little bit. For me, I take inspiration from that power of the individual.
Audrey's Children is an inspiring true story about a visionary pioneer who changed how medical professionals view and treat childhood cancer. This is a must-see movie. Again, it's playing in selected theaters and gets an A. It's rated PG. For the Daily Flash, I'm film critic Tony Toscano.
Well, thank you there, Tony. Well, your first digit this week in your Daily Digits is the number 8, and it involves some very prominent sports figures. So hold on to your helmets, kids, whether it's football or racing, because the most unexpected sports trademark showdown of the year just crossed the finish line. NFL superstar Lamar Jackson and NASCAR icon Dale Earnhardt Jr., you got to say it with a twang, that's how you do it, were locked in a legal drag race over the number 8. So, quick history on it. He just was able to get the 8, Dale Jr. was, from his stepmother because it was held up illegal, so he wanted to go use it. Well, the stylized version of the digit sparked a full-on trademark tug-of-war. But in a surprise twist, Dale Jr., he quietly hit the brakes on the whole thing. He announced he's switching gears to a different number 8 design, effectively waving the white flag and ending this beef. So why the surrender? Experts say Jackson's claim might have had more horsepower than expected just because it was newer. But wait, Jackson's not done yet. He's still facing off in a separate trademark battle with none other than number 8 of the Cowboys, Troy Aikman. That one's still on the field, and it could get spicy. Now, my question is, how can you not tell the difference between these two? Because, I mean, they're just, doesn't make any sense. I mean, you know, because that 8 and that 8, I don't know. Hey, you tell me. All right, your next number today is 10,000 for a deadly poster. Grateful Dead fans, break out your tie-dye and your wallets because a legendary piece of psychedelic history is up for grabs. Rare, hand-drawn poster from the band's very first performance under the name Grateful Dead is hitting the auction block.
Check it
This
out.
12 by 18-inch crayon-colored gem asks, can you pass the acid test? A nod to author Ken Cassidy's infamous LSD-fueled event on December 4th, 1965 in San Jose. The Wild Night not only kicked off a mind-bending West Coast tradition, but also introduced to the world to the band. So, hey,
wow.
I mean, what do you do with that? Do you smoke it? What do you do
You
with
roll
it?
it up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you roll it up. Yeah.
Thank you there, Maddie. More Flash after this.
This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everybody. I am Mitch English.
I'm Andrea Jackson. This is Daily Flash.
Yes, we are excited. We love having you along every morning. Thank you so much for tuning us in. We need some help from you.
Yes.
And we have been actually nominated for a Telly Award. Am I that great? And we want to prove that we're going to win this, but we also need your help this way because there's also within those Telly Awards a People's Choice division.
Wouldn't that be great if we won the People's Choice
It
Telly
would be great.
Award?
I wouldn't need therapy as much. If you do
Think
it,
of
you
the
get
money you would save.
Unbelievable. If we win this People's Choice from the Telly Awards, you'll get to see more of Andrea Jackson too.
Yes.
So that's a little help too, because
Yeah.
hey, we'll figure things out.
We will.
We'll just let you do this, but you have to go and do it and vote. And so right there on your screen is a link, and we'll have this link on our website, Daily Flash Show. You see it right now?
Yeah, I see it.
So what we're going to have to do is we'll have a link on our website. If you forget what this says, don't worry about it. Go to dailyflashshow.com. Right when you pop up, you will see that link. Basically, do it between now and April 18th is the last day you can vote. Go there, vote, and vote often. Really,
Yes.
I have always said
Yes.
that since day one. Vote and vote often.
Do you need voter ID for this one?
No, that's what's beautiful about
gosh,
it.
that's
but
great.
if you click the link, or just go to our website and click the link, it'll take you directly where you go, and we will share the award with you.
Yes.
I don't know how, but we will.
We will.
We're going to chop it up into
We
little
will.
individual pieces and send a chunk out.
Oh wow, Matt,
Yeah,
that's very diabolical of you.
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, it did sound a little bit like that.
I just saw the last episode of Mobland, so that's a whole new.
That's probably what's gonna
Yes,
happen.
exactly.
So if you want to help us out, we would love for you to do that. Of course, our website is dailyflashshow.com. There you'll find the link, and of course, that link that we showed you on your screen as well. So thank you so much for helping us out in that situation.
And we'll have it on all our socials too, which will make it so much
You're going to see where to vote.
easier.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Now until the 18th of April.
Okay.
All right.
A mom in the UK was in shock after finding her 1-year-old son eating
What?
his grandfather's ashes.
Okay, not a good thing. High in fiber, though.
Yeah, the mom says she is still trying to process exactly what happened. She said she just went upstairs to put some laundry away, and when she
Okay.
returned to the living room, she found her son covered in ash.
Girl, you got ass.
yeah.
I need some cocoa butter.
That's when she realized he was eating her father's cremated remains. The video posted shows the tot crawling around the sofa, covered in ash. She added the caption, of course she did, "When your son eats your dad." All right.
No, bad. Bad.
He's got an old soul.
Yeah.
Is he going to be all right, though? I
He's
mean,
gonna be fine. Doctors told her just to give him plenty of water, not to worry.
You figure.
Just wash it down.
I mean, everything that was in his body is now, I mean, it's human. I can't see it. If the doctor said it was fine.
It's like an episode of Yellow Jackets, right? I'm like, what is happening?
Through meaning too, I can really see your grandfather in your eyes.
and in your tummy.
And in your tummy.
And in your pants, and your diapers.
Yeah, and your diaper. It's great, Grandpa.
A little cannibal.
What do y'all think about? Is it creepy to keep ashes?
Yes.
Okay. Like in I want to say urn, but it's an urn. In an urn, it's still creepy. Why?
Yes.
I don't know. I would make it into a diamond.
That's
person's
just
a
something
diamond.
I
to do.
like that. Okay.
It's somehow better to put somebody's body underground.
That's a very good point. No, I appreciate that. And honest to goodness, this is what I'm going through right now, because I have my son's ashes in my office, and I look at them. And I go, this is kind of weird. I don't think he'd want me to have them there, and he'd probably want them spread. Yeah. So I'm making plans to do that. But I got to a point where I had this beautiful urn that was handmade, is a wood box and everything. But it is weird. Do you think? And then it's also just, are you holding on to something? Sometimes there's a part of just letting go. So I think that's going to help me out with that. But even still, luckily, the cats might get to it. That's about it. But have a kid eat it.
So is he really a fine young cannibal?
Yes. Very young.
My dad, we put my dad in the intercoastal waterway, and I'm like, let the fish have him. And that's how he would have wanted it. That's how he would want
You
it.
sleeping with the fishes?
Yeah.
I think putting that back to the ocean is the perfect solution.
That's where he wants to
Yeah.
go, because he loved the beach.
Just don't do it at Disney, though.
Don't do it. People do that.
Don't do it where?
Don't do it at Disney. They'll ban you for
don't do
life.
that.
You want to do it all. Hey, coming up for you, do you play pickleball? Well, guess what? April is National Pickleball Month, and we're going to be talking about the game, a little bit, some of the terms that they use, and how you can get in on the action. All that's coming up right here on Daily Flash. Stick around. Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. April is National Pickleball Month. All right, it's kind of like tennis and ping ball if they had a baby and that baby grew up and it got very popular with everybody from college kids all the way to your Aunt Cheryl. Am I right? Well, joining me today is John Zahour. He is actually a guy who picked up a paddle, has never looked back, and he's here to break it all down for us. The appeal, the lingo, the culture, and why everyone suddenly thinks they're Roger Federer of the pickleball court. Let's dink into it. How you doing, John?
Great. How are you doing, Mitch?
Fantastic. Well, I'm glad to have you here because we need to learn a little bit about pickleball. All right, for the uninitiated, what is pickleball? How long has it been around? And why is it not actually, in fact, played with pickles?
Well, for one, playing with pickles would be really messy. I've tried it. Trust me, it doesn't work out. It's been around since the 60s, actually, but it really started to take off in the 80s. And to describe it, it's kind of a mix of paddle wiffle ball played on a badminton-style court with this type of paddle
Okay.
right here, and this kind of wiffle ball. And it has a few unique rules, like it has a line that's 7 feet from the net on each side, and that's the non-volley zone.
Okay.
And that's where you're not supposed to play the ball out of the air, and that's part of what makes pickleball pickleball.
All right.
I find it to be great social exercise. Okay.
And a lot of people are as well. Now, pickleball has some very unique terms. Dinking, which I just used, the kitchen, falafel. Explain some of those terms.
Okay,
sounds great.
The kitchen is what I talked about. It's that no volley zone or non-volley zone, but the kitchen is way more pickleball sounding. That's where you can't volley. You can't step into that area and play the ball out of the air. That's really hard for some tennis players. Like my son's old tennis coach, he just couldn't do it. He had to just come into the kitchen and volley all the time. Sorry about the light turning off there. A dink. Yeah, part of the object of pickleball is to drop the ball over the net on many occasions into the kitchen. And that's where the dink comes in, because you want to just dink it over lightly.
Got
Because
it.
the object is to get them to hit the ball up so you can smash the ball down.
Makes sense.
I mean, that's a very simple definition, but it works. And smashing the ball can be quite fun.
It's extremely popular. It seems like wherever there's space, they'll make a pickleball court, it seems like. You make sure that people get 365 days of pickleball, and you produce a calendar. Tell me quickly about that.
Oh, yes. I've done a lot of pickleball writing and a lot of pickleball jokes. I'm a gag writer, and my artist and I have been doing a lot of pickleball cartoons for magazines. And Andrews McNeil wrote to me and said, "Hey, would you want to do a daily pickleball calendar?" I said, "Well, I'm not a pickleball expert, but I know a lot about the game. I can't do like how to play better pickleball, but I can do about the lighter side of pickleball, the fun aspect, the fun and social aspects, because I am a health educator and a happiness educator. So that and pickleball go hand in hand quite well."
Very cool. Now, pickleball has actually gotten so big, it's now on ESPN. It has celebrity investors like LeBron James and Tom Brady. How long do you think until we actually start seeing like the Super Bowl televised matches?
Well, there are televised matches on ESPN now, and there are a lot of CBS did a thing with Stephen Colbert where they had a lot of famous people playing, and there's been a lot of matches between tennis players like Agassi, McEnroe, Roddick, and I forget who the fourth one was. Sorry about that. Oh, Michael Chang, where they played on national TV, and it's fun to watch.
John, I think
Pro Pickleball is on ESPN sometimes and the Tennis Channel.
I think I'm ready actually to grab my paddle and hit the kitchen and dink my way into glory.
No,
maybe,
don't hit the
or
kitchen.
maybe physical therapy.
Stay out of the kitchen.
All right. Oh, I want to say that. All right. Thank you for schooling us on America's newest favorite obsession. It's really cool stuff. For more information, head over to Facebook and search for Pickleball, the lighter side, and join the community there. And guess what? We have something fun for you, especially if you need the pickleball every day of the year. Head to our website, dailyflashshow.com, and register to win a free pickleball calendar.
Well, we all know summer means backyard barbecues and good food. Well, up next with the scoop on a few must-haves to make it easy, flavorful, and fun is lifestyle editor Joanne Butler.
Well, one of my best secret weapons is Hidden Valley Ranch. I always have it on hand, especially in the summertime, because it tastes so good on so many things. And it comes in this new easy squeeze bottle, so no mess, less waste, and just so easy to get the perfect amount on everything. I love their seasoning too. It's great on corn on the cob. Just a simple way to add a lot of flavor fast, you know. You just add a little butter and then you sprinkle it right on. I also like to season my meats with it before throwing them on the grill. It's amazing on chicken wings. It just really gives them this bold, zesty flavor. Then I always serve them with a side of the dipping ranch because, you know, what's wings without ranch? And Hidden Valley Ranch has a ton of great recipe ideas on their website at hiddenvalley.com, so definitely check them out. Now, another summertime must, cherries. They're so delicious on their own, and they're so very good for you. They're just an amazing snack because they can go for hours at room temp without being refrigerated. They're great for back to school time too, in the lunchbox or an after school snack. and there are just so many health benefits, super high in antioxidants. The red pigments aren't just beautiful, they actually signify how potent their anti-inflammatory benefits are, which is neat. Sweet cherries are also great in so many recipes. Cherry burgers, barbecue chicken. We made this amazing cherry lemon cooler cocktail. It's just water, sugar, seltzer, lemon juice, and cherries. Just so refreshing. And all of these recipes are on the Northwest Cherries website at nwcherries.com/recipe. You know, you can also preserve cherries, frozen, canned, dried, or even pickled. And there are a bunch of great recipes and ways to do that on the website as well, nwcherries.com/sweet cherry preservation. And you know, sweet cherries fresh season is coming to a close at the end of this month, so go out and get them while you can. Actually, the end of August, next month.
And now, see how one cellular carrier is helping parents and students ease into back-to-school tech issues. Here's more.
As students return to school, parents face new tech questions. Is my child ready for a phone? Do they have the right learning devices? And how can I manage screen time effectively? Verizon's got you covered. That's why on August 9th and 10th, Verizon retail stores will transform into back-to-school hubs for Verizon Family Weekend, offering expert advice and practical solutions. Retail experts will demonstrate setting up devices like the Gizmo Watch for secure connections, optimizing connected tablets for learning, and using the Verizon Family app for screen time management and digital safety. Verizon's approach focuses on anticipating future needs, providing families with current technology and resources, including complimentary digital wellness workshops. Their message to parents is simple: Verizon is here to help. For support on your family's digital journey, visit your local Verizon store during Verizon Family Weekend, August 9th and 10th, or anytime throughout Verizon Family Month in August. Learn more at verizon.com/family-tech.
Well, with the new school year starting soon and meals often happening away from home, many parents with picky eaters face a common challenge. Joining us with the latest news from a new survey sponsored by One A Day and with tips for picky kids is Director of Medical Affairs Nutritional Science at Bayer, Dr. Nasran Fagahia. So doctor, tell us about the new One A Day survey.
Hi, thanks for having me. The survey really highlights the mealtime struggles that many families face. Nearly 60% of parents say their child is a picky eater. And almost 2 out of 3 report that their kid refuses to eat veggies at least once a week. While kids often refuse to eat food because of how it tastes, the survey found that smell, texture, and color also play an important role. Over half of parents say that their kid is texture sensitive, and a third said that their kid won't eat certain color foods. What this really means is that getting your kids the key nutrients they may need can be a challenge. For example, for a nutrient like iron, iron is one of the most common nutrient deficiencies in children in the U.S., and making sure kids get enough is important for their development. I always encourage parents and kids to eat a well-balanced diet to get their essential nutrients. And to help fill nutrient gaps, especially for picky eaters, there is a new One A Day Kids multi-gummies with iron. The gummies provide 10 key nutrients like vitamin C, D, and E, and an excellent source of iron, with 2/3 of the recommended daily value. No other leading kids gummy multivitamin has more. So what I do as a mom of 5 is I model healthy eating myself. Kids often mimic their parents, so then when they see you choosing nutritious options, they're more likely to follow suit. Involving them in meal prep can also spark their interest. They're more inclined to eat what they help make. Also, if you're looking for easy ways to sneak in more nutrients, blending veggies into sauces or smoothies is a great trick. Also, I suggest to be patient and persistent. It can take multiple exposures to a new food before a child accepts it. And finally, you can consider adding a One A Day Kids multi to their daily routine for added nutritional support. You can go to oneaday.com to learn more. There's 3 new gummy options, so you can go there to check it out.
Well, the beloved and trusted household name for over 175 years, Arm & Hammer, is showing up for families in a whole new way by giving the whole darn arm, which delivers the strength of dollars saved and more jobs well done.
Softball superstar and mom of 3, Jenny Finch, was kicking off the new campaign at the MLB All-Star Week in Atlanta, where baseball fans of all ages and their families from all over the country were invited to give their whole darn arm at the Arm & Hammer pitching cages.
We're celebrating the game, families coming out, the future generations to come, and the past as well. And so just so much to celebrate here this week around so many fun All-Star festivities.
This is the first of many Arm & Hammer initiatives to empower families nationwide through practical support and authentic outreach, giving consumers the tools and the encouragement they need to power through their day.
Families are struggling today. They're carrying so much added weight. They're balancing so much. And so Arm & Hammer is really, truly stepping up to the plate with the whole darn arm and just helping America celebrate those little victories at home. As a working mom, an ex-professional athlete, I have 3 kids at home, all playing sports. There's a ton to do, and so I love the fact that Arm & Hammer helps me celebrate those little victories, and sometimes those little victories don't seem like little victories. They're huge. When the laundry's done, that's everything. That's like a gold medal that I won that day. And so this campaign is bringing real help to families, not just through great products, but through encouragement, community support, and useful tools.
To help even more, Arm & Hammer is also giving families a chance to win a full laundry room transformation worth $5,000 to cover a new washer, dryer, shelving, fresh paint, and more to bring your dream laundry space to life. Plus, 100 others will score gift cards to stock up on Arm & Hammer goodies to sustain them throughout the year. To learn more and get a chance to win, visit armandhammer.wyng.com/the-whole-darn-arm-giveaway.
Welcome back to Daily Flash. It is the story of a courageous factory worker who fights for justice when she realizes she's been mistreated by her company. Patricia Clarkson stars in the lead role. This is today's must-watch movie, Lily.
Sometimes in life you hit a turning point.
Lily!
You gotta be more careful, girl.
And that was it for me.
How long have you worked there?
Just shy of 20 years.
I don't understand why you stayed.
At first, they were just shenanigans. I've got schoolboy nonsense, really.
If you can find me some evidence, I need substantiation to build you a case. Well, here we go.
You sure you're up for this?
What time you want to leave? Now, your income, if you include overtime, it is half of what the men are making. She was bossy, thought she was better than everybody else.
John wants me to smile more.
Don't you dare smile. These are powerful groups. We knew that it could go either way.
You think they should get away with how they treated me?
No. The partners and I would like to take this to the Supreme Court.
That company took advantage of me, like so many companies are taking advantage of their workers.
If she wins, women all over the country are going to use this as an excuse to sue.
I'm so damn proud of you, babe.
Miss Ledbetter was consigned to a career as a second-class employee only because she is a woman. That cannot be the law, and it isn't.
You knew you were being paid less than your male counterparts. You waited to retire before suing.
Do you really believe I chose to work 20 years knowing I was being cheated and discriminated against just so I could wait to sue? Does that make any sense?
You're not one of them, and you never will be. You're a country girl who grew up swimming in Doc Brewster's pond.
That's right. So I know how to burn off a leech.
Ooh, looks good. Could be another awards contender.
Yeah, interesting there. It's looks like it's a true story, possibly. Or
based on a true story,
so, yeah. I could see that. It'd be interesting to see that, see where it goes, and needs to see Patricia working too.
Yeah, she's always in, I think, some of the best movies.
She picks her roles well.
Yeah,
huh?
she really does.
Yeah. By that. Well, we definitely appreciate you spending all this time with us. But guess what? The show's not over. You can always go to our website, dailyflashshow.com, and continue on there.
Yeah, we're open 24/7. We love for you to visit. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Be good.